All right. Let's go, baby. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try that deck. I forgot what kind of deck this is, to be honest. Okay, decent ham. Oh, hell no. That can be a real pain in my balls. Kind of a dick move. But okay. Understandable. It's like thinking, what should I do? Who am I? Okay. Damn. Your move, sir. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, damn. I would have won. Why didn't I attack? I'm so dumb. I would have won. No. Is that? Yeah, that's all I had to do. Nice. Oh, yeah. Solid deal. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What's this motherfucker gonna do? Okay, yeah. I already know the move. I think this guy AFK'd, which would kind of suck. You're supposed to be coding, noob. That was Sunday. If you actually looked, Ryan. Every Sunday I will live stream my Rust endeavors. You should have been there. We might go back to some Rust line. Learn to code? No. Okay, victory. So, all right, we'll bring it up. Oh no. The fuck is that? This is what we'll do. We'll do a little chapter. Hmm. Oh damn. Straight up made an oopsie. It's codium. It's VS Code, Codium, the blob free, like it's the free and open source version. Would you use Sublime Text Editor or Vim, like a virgin? Or do you use Emacs? Because you're a boomer? Oh, there it is. I have to rewrite this. No nano. You use nano. Wow. Makes it even worse. Print ln. Or get it or Arduino IDE. Aren't you a Java? Aren't you a Java enjoyer? JavaScript enjoyer? Input the number, incel. Hell yeah. Memory safe insult. Memory safe insults, guys. Okay. Let mute. Arduino equals gross. True. Even though I bought an Arduino a long time ago. Okay. IO. STDIN. We write bare metal Rust. Yeah. Let's put Rust in straight in the motherboard. STD. I have Arduino too. I'm joking, but using Arduino ID for Rust, gross. That does sound gross. Don't know if it's funny or sad. You make fun of different programming moves, but don't know one. It's funny. That's the point, Ryan. It's the internet. I know. Do extreme C in Rust do comps, please. I do know them. I know just like a very small amount of Python to do some like scripting and Bash. Same thing. By the way, I'm talking to Ryan. Ryan, do extern C in Rust do comps, please. What's extern C in Rust C? Ryan hates on everything because he's 400 years old. Oh man, I forgot line. We're supposed. And I just smoked a fat doink too, man. So my brain's working like extra slow right now. Mute, I guess DUSS. I didn't plan on doing this either, but Ryan was like, "Learn the code." I'm like, you know what? You're right. We're gonna go back to magic. No worries. Expect. Oh man, I wrote this yesterday and it was like my brain didn't hurt this much. Failed to reline. I spelled failed wrong. Failed. Yeah, I'm retarded. Okay, make sure everything's safe, memory safe. Yeah. We gotta make sure Rust is safe and based. Print ln. You guessed. Where are you taking? Where are you taking me? Um, where am I taking you? I'm taking you nowhere. I'm taking you to the retirement home. Guest to bed. Buy him dinner first, though. It's the gentleman thing to do. No homo. Okay. Where did we leave off? Oh yeah. Yeah, for real. Dinner comes first. Interesting. Dinner comes first. I don't know, actually. I'd rather fuck first and then eat. Ryan, don't be gay in the chat. It is acceptable to be gay in 2025, though. A Rust, a quiz built in Rust determine if you're if you're gay or not. That's what we need to build. Memory saved guessing games. Receiving user input. Recall that we include an input and output functionality from the standard library with the use stdio on the first line of the program. Now we'll call the stdin function to be the IO module, which will allow us to handle user input. If we hadn't import the IO library with the use, okay, interesting. Where's that at? Okay. Interesting. Oh. Returning the guessing game program, you know that let mute guess will introduce a mutable variable named guess. The equal sign tells Rust we want to bind something to that variable now. On the right of the equal sign, the value of that guess is bound to, which is the result of calling a string new, a function that returns a new instance of string. String is a string type provided by the standard library that is growable. Phrasing. Do you prefer floating windows than using two Hyperland workspaces or tiled windows? Floating, I guess. Tiled windows. I've never used Hyperland though, for whatever reason. I lied. I did use it. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. And I used also a tiling window manager. I didn't care for it either. GUR-kin can be kind of funny. Growable UTF-8 encoded bit of text. The colon syntax and the new indicates that new is associated with a function and string type, and an associated function. Oh, it is not Hyperland. An associated function is functioning that's implemented on a type. In this case, string, the new function, creates a new empty string. You'll find a new function on many types because it's common name for a function that makes a new variable of some kind. In full, the let mute guess equals string, but colon new brackets semicolon, line has created a mutable variable that is currently bound to a new empty instance of string. Woo! Yeah. How much Trump coin do you have? 0. They look retarded. I'm a Monero shill, man. What is it? Actually, let me look that up for a second. I'm super unaware of stuff like that all the time. Trump coin price. I mean, if people make money off of it, it's whatever. It's gonna be $10. Oh, what did it start at? Oh, 7-day. It's down 1 month. I guess it's up 20% 1 year. Like, you would have had to buy this in January at the 18th, sold fucking you would have had to buy that shit. You would have had to buy his coin on like the 18th of January and then sold it immediately. You'd actually have to be completely retarded to buy that. Actually, any meme coin. Let me rephrase that. If you had a lot of Trump coin, you get to have a dinner with him. Trump, true. Honestly, if I had the opportunity, any president, not gonna lie, any president, I would do it just so I could call them retarded. I've always wanted to call like the president retarded to their face. It just sounds kind of funny. Even if they're good. I'm like, you're retarded. And that's it. That's all I want to do. It'd be kind of funny. Actually, it'd be really funny. To me, mainly, it'd be really funny. It sounds funny to me. Just, you're retarded. Thank you for the dinner. Thank you. You're retarded. Mr. President. That's how I'd end it. Have a nice day. I would show him a lot of funny memes. That'd be kind of funny. I'd fart. I'd fart in front of I'm talking about a big one. I'd actually shit myself. I would shit my own pants. Who would think like they have to go the rest of their life thinking, or I tell them some unhinged fact, like when I shake their hand, I'm like, every hand you've ever shooken has had a penis in its hand. And they'll never unthink that. The next time they shake like world leaders' hands, they're like, oh my God, there's cocks in those hands. And by proxy, my cock has touched my hand has touched the president. My cock has traveled the world then, at that point. Depending on the hands he shooks later. Just saying. Back to coding though. Receiving user input. Recall that we included an input-output functionality from the standard library with use, std, sessions, io, on the first line of the program. Now we'll call the stdn function from the io module, which will allow us to handle user print. So when I put that io std in, I would put it here, right? Read line mute GUS. Okay. Every water glass you drink has had a molecule that has touched multiple genitals. Probably. Every time I drink water, there's probably loads of fish cock in there and genitals, assholes, balls. That I'm aware of. It's been, it has been obviously sanitized, and it's probably not there anymore. But I'm just saying, every hand you shake, the next time you shake your boss's hand, he definitely had some cock in his hand before that. Okay. If we hadn't imported the IO library with using with use std ::io at the beginning of the program, we could still use the function by writing this function called stdio. The stdn function returns an instance of stdio and std, which is a type that represents handle the standard input for your terminal. Next, the line read line mute guess. This calls the read line mentioned on the standard input handle, for real, to get input from the user. We also passing mute guess as the argument to read line to tell it what string to store the user input in. The full job of the read line is to take whatever the user types into standard input, append that into a string without overwriting its contents. So we therefore pass the string as an argument. The string argument needs to be mutable, so this method can change the string's content. Interesting. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm learning. This is the new TLC guy, the Learning Channel, uncensored. The and indicates that the argument is a reference, which gives you a way to let multiple parts of your code to access one piece of data without needing to copy that data into memory multiple times. References are a complex feature, and one of Rust's major advantages is how safe and easy it is to use references. You don't need to know a lot of those details to finish this program. For now, all you need to know is that, like variables, references are immutable by default. Hence, you need to write mute guess rather than and guess. And mute guess, making it mutable, will make it mutable. Chapter 4 will explain the reference more thoroughly. Handling potential failure without result. We're still working on this line of code. You want to touch my cock? No. Code, we now are discussing a third line of text, but note that it's still part of single logical line of code. The next part is in this method. Failed to read the line. Okay, that's already there. We could have written this code as mute guess expect failed to read the line. However, on the long line, one long line is difficult to read, so it's best to divide it. It's often wise to introduce a new line and other white space to help break up long lines. When you call this method with the method name syntax, now let's discuss what this line does. As mentioned earlier, read line puts whatever the user enters into the string. We pass it, but it also returns result value. Result is an enumeration, often called an enum, which is a type that can be one of multiple possible stances. We call each possible stance a variant. Chapter 6 will cover immunes in more detail. The purpose of those result types is to encode error handling information. Results variants are OK and ERR. The OK variant indicates that the operation was successful and it contains the successfully generated value. The ERR variant means that the operation failed and it contains information about how or why the operation failed. Values of the result type, like values of any type, have methods defined on them. An instance of result has an expect method that you can call. If that instant of the result is an error value, expect will cause the program to crash and display the message that you passed an argument to the expect. If the red line method returns an error, it would likely be the result of an error coming from the underlying operating system. If this instance of result is an OK value expect, will take the return of the value OK is holding and return just the values to you so that you can use it. In this case, the value of is the number of bytes in the user's input. If you don't call expect, the program will compile, but you will get a warning. Rust warns you that you have used a result value returned from the read line, indicating that the program hasn't handled a possible error. The right way to suppress the warning is actually to write error handling code, but in our case, we just want to crash this program when a problem occurs, so we can use expect. You will learn about recovering from errors in Chapter 9. Printing valuables with println placeholders. Always save your work. My favorite Fed is streaming today. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And we're using we're learning our favorite federally backed governed state sponsored government favorite programming language, Rust. Aside from closing the curly brackets, there is only one more line to discuss in this so far. Println, you guessed it. Guess this is the string that now contain the user's input. The curly brackets is a set of curly brackets is a placeholder. Think of curly brackets as a little crab pincers that hold the value in place. When printing the value of a variable, the variable name can go inside the curly brackets. Wow, okay, that explains it. Zig is base 2. True. VS Code MU, how dare you? Rust is so based. True. Zig is also based. True, also. I attempted like Zig, but I just didn't really care for it, I guess. I also attempted Go. Go is pretty cool. The Linux kernel that Android uses will probably implement Rust too. True, which would be nice. Okay, so that explains the curly brackets much broader in my sense. It's like a placeholder for like the values. That's a good. I've been told that the Rust the Rust cookbook like this is one of the best resources that people have ever a lot of people like really highly regard the book, like the Rust cookbook, from learning, because it has a good way of explaining a lot of complex stuff in the way Rust is built, and they break it down really easy for you to understand. C++ is abysmal. What was the thing that was supposed to replace C++? It's made by what is it? Carbon? C++ replacer? Yeah, I think it's Carbon. It is an experimental program and is designed to be the successor of C++. Yeah. I hate it, but it's kind of okay excluding it because it's not memory safe. You can write it safe. Who wrote no, sorry, that's what is it? What's written in Carbon, the thing made by Google? Yeah. It's supposed to like replace they want people like it was supposed to be a replacement to C++. I don't think it'll ever happen. The language is intended to provide a modern developer experience for performance critical software, which is often written in C++. Unlike Rust, which is influenced by C++, but not in the way, no way into compatible with C++ program. Carbon aims to be fully interoperable with C++, allowing it for incremental replacements. 2026 is supposed to be the year. You can write memory safely with this, but still shit. I can't remember where I was reading. Curl's written in C, and they actually have very good track record of like the way Curl is written in C, I think. And they have a really good track record of apparently of being very secure on the way they write it. Wow. Or is it written in C++? C is the most valid, excluding it being not memory safe and a few other so not good insecure things. You have to write C memory safe from what I've been From what I've listened to, like people that like are C developers, that a lot of it is developers just don't write because they don't write. They can write safer C. It is possible. It's just it's more time consuming from what I understand. I watched the video on like how to how curl does it and how they have like a good success rate with like being more secure than less secure. The lines printed the strings. Oh yeah, placeholder. When printing the value of the variable named can go inside the curly brackets. When printing the result of evaluating an expression, place an empty curly brackets in the format string. The following format string with a common separator list of expressions to print each empty curly bracket and placeholder in the same order. Printing a variable in the result of expression in one call to println would look like this. So let x equal 5, let y equal 10, println, where x equals boom boom x and y plus 2 equals curly brackets plus y2. The code will print out 5 equals x equals 5 and y plus equals 12. Okay. Testing the first part. Okay. Suckless shills see a ton. Unrelated, but yeah, whatever. I get the I get the main love for C, I guess. I mean, what? To be completely honest, I'm surprised Linus Torvald was like somewhat uh okay with like Rust being incorporated into Linux. Cargo source. No, damn it. Cargo bill cargo run. Oh, okay. What did I do wrong? Huh. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot something. Damn, you really riced KDE. Yeah, call me Rice Man. Could not compile guessing game, bin guessing game due to one previous error. STN expected one of blank or Okay. IO? See, okay. Interesting. Oh, so it does. Oh, I see what it is. Uh, hmm. Damn. When will this guy learn Vim? Never. I'm a Vim hater. Then learn the standard text editor, Emacs. No. Come on, man. Emacs. Missing something. Average Emacs enjoyers. You guessed. Print ln. Oh, I see what I did. I forgot the. Yeah. Use of unresolved module and link creation. If you wanted to use a crate name string, use cargo, add string to edit your cargo tunnel. Just do sudo pacman s ed and then type ed on your terminal. You will understand. That sounds like some malware that right there, buddy. An old ed is not Emacs. Older than Emacs? Wow, that's crazy. And it's from GNU, by the way. Never mind. Super secure. Oh, it's I think it's it's because it's a lowercase string. That's what it is. Wow, yeah. It makes perfect sense. Yeah. All right. 69, baby. You guessed 69. 69 mention. Where's the horn? Woo! There we go. Okay. Air horn part 3. That's funny. Alpine is so based I could touch 0 GNU programs and still use it as a functional operating system. So I was reading, I was like looking into that's most, so like if I ever decide to, once I retire my laptop, I'll probably install Alpine. I was looking into it. That'd be like my, just the way I was kind of like reading over Alpine. It was Alpine Void or Gen 2, and I was, Richard Stallman ironically never used a phone. I'm not shocked. Have you met him? The funniest thing I read on Reddit was that Richard Stallman was at a friend's house and he woke him up in the middle of the night to ask for an Ethernet cord because he didn't want to use Wi-Fi. He doesn't want to use Wi-Fi because he doesn't know if it's using proprietary software. Which when I read that, I almost died. Not even a flip phone. Yeah, I'm seriously not shocked. Okay, cool. We got the generating a secret number. Secret. Next, we need to generate a secret number that the user will try to guess. The secret number should be different every single time so that the game is fun to play and more than once. We use a random number between make your own OS. God, that sounds Tempo OS. Guys, that'd be insane. Just become the next I just make the opposite of Tempo OS. Is most secure OS because it has no networking stack. So no one can hack it. And it runs everything because it's protected by God himself. I think it runs also at the lowest level. Like you're always a root user or something from what I was reading. I believe it's used in some like people still maintain it to learn how to like not build an operating system, but like how to build it, like how it works. It's actually very interesting. Why you have sudo when you could just have ring zero access to ring zero at all times? Using a crate to get more functionality. Remember that a crate is collection of Rust source code files. The project we've been building is a binary crate, which is an executable. The rand crate is a library crate, which contains code that is intended to be used with other programs and cannot be executed on its own. Cargo's coordination of external crates is where Cargo really shines. Before we could write code that uses rand, we needed to modify the Cargo tom file to include the rand crate as a dependency. Open that file now and add the following lines to the bottom beneath dependency section header that Cargo created for you. Be sure to specify rand exactly as we have here with this version, or the code examples in the tutorial may not work. Oh, exactly as we have here with this version number, or the code examples in this tutorial may not work. Interesting. Run zero sudo do as. I don't know what run zero is. I know what do as is. The less bloated version of sudo. Oh yeah, I looked this up actually. Run O may be used to temporarily interactively acquire elevated privileges. Serves operates in different keys. No excursion or security context credentials are inherited from the caller into the invoke commands, as they are invoked from a fresh isolated service forked off by the service manager. Oh, nice. Authentication takes place via poll kit, thus isolating the authentication prompt from the terminal if possible. An independent sudo tty is allocated for the involved command, detaching its lifecycle and isolating for security. Oh, based. It doesn't use it doesn't use a SUID binary. Nice, that's cool. Would it be better would it be better, by the way, I think Cock Li might be back today. It is. I've had access to my Cock email for a little bit now since it came back. Unless it went back down. So we're gonna go Cargo Tomo dependencies rand equals 0.8.5. In Cargo Tomo file, everything that follows the header is a part of the section that continues until another section starts. In dependencies, you can tell Cargo which external crates your project depends on and which version of those crates you require. In this case, we specify the rand crate with the semantic version specifier 0.8.5. Cargo understands the semantic versioning, sometimes called the semver, which is a standard for writing version numbers. The specifier 0.8.5 is actually shorthand for the little caret 0.8.5, which means any version that is at least 0.8.5 and but below not 0.9.0. I want to compile Graphene OS from source one day. I believe, yeah, you're allowed to, I think. I think they said you can build it or something or whatever. Cargo considers the versions to have public APIs compatible with versions 0.8.5, and this specification ensures you'll get the latest patch release that will still compile with the code in this chapter. Any version 9 or greater is not guaranteed to have the same API as with the following example use. Now, without changing any of the code, let's build the project in let's build the project as showing in the listing. Oh, okay, based. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. What's Save. Okay. Yeah. Cargo build. There we go. Cat cargo. Oh. You know. Interesting. Rand equals 0. Wait, hold on. Zero. Oh, you'll be fine. Don't be a doomer. 0.8.5. Damn it. It's better to do it now than never. You know, never in perspective. There we go. It's never too late to better or learn or be you know what I mean, to learn new stuff as you go. I'm always learning. I'm never stuck in the process where I think that, oh, I should have done this and with this I should have, because like, cool, you should, it would have been cool if you did, but like it's not a big deal now. You're doing it now. Now is more important than ever. Some people never care. They never reach their full potential, or they never wake up to like why privacy matters. I mean, you can say this for a lot of things, but it's I think that um it's all about risk. It's all about risk and educating yourself and care. Like in 2020, you might have not cared. There, you might have been like the massive majority of most people, where you just do not care. There are things that in the like there are things that I genuinely do not care about. In the privacy space, like there's like on my desktop, I'm not running Cubes OS because I don't care. At the core level, to me, my threat model, I have a threat model. I know where it matters, when it matters, and it took me a long time to get to that. In the beginning, I was schizophrenic practically. Like I was like, what's the most hardened, secure operating system? And then when you realize, wow, when you're don't worry, we should gatekeep privacy so that we are better than the normies slash s. The thing is, when you go full schizoid mode, you don't actually come with rationality, and then you're downloading insecure operating systems. Um, what is? Oh my god! Pause, guys. We're about to talk shit about an OS. Sorry, Rust. This was like me. This was me. This was how I viewed privacy and security when I first started. This is what I would do. I never came across really cubes. I would find a shit blog. If you go full schizo, you will eventually return back to your starting point anyways. No, I'm more rational now. Harmony OS, Huawei. That's funny. I would. I found Secure OS hacker. I think it's Codicia. Yeah. This one got recommended all the time. Like literally all the time to me. Where is it? It's on here somewhere. It's actually a shit show. Yes, this is. This is it. This is it. Go away. I've heard that this is actually one of the worst Linux distributions to run. Like literally it is not good. Someone pointed out a lot of the issues with this. It has its own VPN that you are literally handing trust to. You can be rational or just eventually become so tired that you don't care about your privacy anymore. I think privacy burnout's a real thing. I haven't hit that yet. I know how to balance it. Once I learned balance, I was good. But oh my god, this. I used to use this. I used this for like a couple months. And then I watched something. They're like, this is actually terrible. Someone pointed out the insecurities in this. This is a relatively new website. I would not use this. If you've never used this or came across it, it is funny. If you become schizoid, that affects you IRL. Yeah, man, you kind of need to go touch grass at that point. Yeah, you do. Like, you just touch grass and realize that not everything is going to be secure. Not everything's private. You just choose what is private and what's not private. Oh, God. Kodachi? Kodachi is actual dog shit. Ooh, God, I wish I could find the old website. Live medium, privacy, security. It's a Debian-based distribution which can run from a DVD. The distribution files all networks traffics through a VPN and the Tor network, obscuring the user's network location. The distribution attempts to clean up after itself, removing traces users from. Fuck, Mental Allah was right. Friends were bad for OPSEC. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a bad take. That's like, I don't remember hearing him say that. That'd be a terrible take. Yeah. Talk about a really bad Linux distribution. I forgot how I found Mental Allah, to be completely honest. Like, genuinely. But it's what I mean. I get it. I get why people watch his content. He found a niche. Like, if you go back and look at his old stuff, I mean, I'm not saying it was bad, but he's been on YouTube for a long time. Mental Law has an obsession with hating normies. Kind of. Yeah. I regret switching to Linux. New video, 10 minutes. Yeah, all his videos are like 10 minutes now. It's kind of interesting. But I remember when he used to do my private studio started because some dude told me to switch to Firefox. Literally, mine was because of Windows. Windows couldn't run on my laptop. It was my last amount of money that I had for that laptop, and I didn't have a lot of money at the time. And I would look for a solution. It got me to buy a Linux and put Ubuntu on it. I went from Ubuntu to distro hopping. I still distro hop, but to a lot. And then I got a server, and then I got into self-hosting, and self-hosting is what led to me to privacy. Not even kidding. On the self-hosting part. Like, I bought a server before I got into privacy. It was mainly from being cheap too. Bash shell scripting for beginners, how to do math in Bash. For real? Okay, maybe he's always in like 10, 15 minutes. Interesting. You know, he's always had decent thumbnails. Huh, interesting. I wonder if Mental Outlaw is just a fed. Optimize your browser privacy. Yeah, I mean, there's Alpine Linux installation guide based. Deboarding Windows, how to disable startup programs and services. Interesting. Setting up Tor on Linux. Nice. Yeah, isn't that the video where he topples topples on a bunch of extensions? Which one? I don't remember. Oh yeah, he's the reason I found out about Duaz. This is, in my opinion, this was peak Mental Outlaw. Like 5 years ago. I kind of liked it more. Now it's like, but I mean, he found his niche to make money. I'm assuming. I don't know if he does. If he's I don't know if he has AdSense on. Like low key. It'd be kind of weird. To not turn on like some form of monetization at this level, in my opinion. I really can't comment on the security thing. The Savage Guide to Bacon and Eggs. The fuck? Damn, bro. Lockdown was like 4 or 5. Yeah. Guys, this is a tinfoil hat moment. Lockdown starts. Mental Outlaws kind of started around the same time. Had decent editing skills. Let's see. Oh, optimize. Yeah. Isn't that the video where he topples on a button? Yeah, I think he did. He does put a lot of extensions on.
What's going on, guys?
20 minutes. Yeah, isn't like doing a lot of extensions kind of like fingerprints you anyway? Like it kind of fingerprints you.
I came across this article on XDA called I Regret Switching to Linux Even Though I Wanted to Love It, which lays out some of the pain points that people have when switching, specifically from some version of Windows to a Linux desktop. So I wanted to go through the points that were made here to help people out that might be having the same kind of regrets. The first point brought up is, of course, gaming. And they
If another lockdown happens, I'm going to be on your stream 24/7. If lockdown happens again, extensions add additional attack surface. He also topples on decentralized and some user agent switcher, which can be done through about config anyways. Yeah, literally. It can be done through about config. And then the attack surface part is you're trusting the extension. Just because a lot of people use it doesn't mean anything. B, if these extensions ever get compromised, you are adding attack surface to it. And then C, this somewhat fingerprints you because you are making your browser more unique to like a certain degree. Like this is why like Mulvad's browser is, Vadium even said this, unless everybody either jumps on the same bandwagon and looks the same, there's very little you can do to actually thwart fingerprinting. Fingerprinting is complicated. It's not the only way. I know it. From what I understand, it's not the only way. Like where everyone's like conformed into the same thing. And also, most of these extensions are pretty privileged. Yeah. I'm assuming they are very privileged. Like, let's see. I used to use extensions a lot because I was uneducated, and I ended up going over to. I only use uBlock. I like the uBlock Origin. Like, truly, I think it's a good extension. Fuck, I can't spell privileged anyway. Never talk about my spelling again. Settings. What is it? Extensions. I think the only extensions. Ooh. Media router? Da, 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 da. Extensions. Oh, there we go. I believe that I use uBlock, Origin, and there's sometimes also yeah, fingerprinting. Fuck. The thing also another thing is a lot of sites don't fucking have dark mode options, and I'll get a dark mode feature. Like I use Dark Reader. Are they good? The developer has discussed that it will not collect your user data to learn more. I mean, privacy policies. See, this kind of makes this privacy policy kind of makes me a little bit more eased when it's very short and simple. Dark Reader has never collected and never will collect any personal data, browsing history, etc. In the future, Dark Reader may collect browser versions, platforms, names, settings, user themes, options, excluding browser history or any data that can help identify the user. This information is needed for marketing, making decisions. Dark Reader is bad and hacky. Yeah, it probably is. Dark Reader is the Safari is for Safari and Safari's web extension. Payments. All it is just make shit dark, man. If they end up going fucking full schizoid, then their privacy policy is very simple. I don't like. Also, during that time, Firefox wasn't even multi-process mode. Didn't have Win32 lockdown. Exposed the X11 content person and other general bad security practices. Nowadays, it's pretty okay. Yeah, Firefox is okay now. It's not as good as Chrome, though, in my opinion. From what I've read. What is that? There's a really good. I think it was DiveOS. Browser compare. Yeah. Oh no! Can I do the Wayback Machine? Let's just copy it. Let's see. Medium insecurities, Firefox versus Chrome. True. This is the Wayback Machine, though. Mall, free and open source, per site, data isolation, privacy, per site, process isolation, no, fingerprint protection. I mean, no. I think that's only on mobile, though. I think Firefox, Gecko-based browsers, yeah. What was it? A Unix enjoyer. I don't think this thing's updated anymore. It kind of just disappeared. Sandbox is a technique used to isolate certain programs to prevent vulnerabilities. Site isolation. Site isolation is a security feature which it was introduced in Chromium in 2018. This involves overhauling the Chromium's multi-process architecture rather than all websites running with the same process. This feature now separates each website into its own sandbox render process. This ensures that the render exploit from the website still cannot access data from another. In addition, site isolation is necessary for complete protection against side channel attacks like Spectre. Spectre? Chromium. Windows, excluding the issues of site isolation, only the Firefox sandbox on Windows is even comparable to the Chromium sandbox. However, it still lacks Win32 lockdown. Win32K lockdown. Medium was last active summer of 2023. I just look up. They had too much information and now they're disappeared. They're like, you exposed the insecurities too much, sir. I don't think he has like a public presence anymore. Yeah, probably not. Probably got too much shit on the internet from people, or maybe just bored, or they're dead. I mean, all could be possible. When 32K lockdown, when 32K is a set of dangerous system calls in the net NT kernel that exposes a lot of attack surfaces and has historically been a result of enormous vulnerabilities, making it frequently target sandbox escapes. Microsoft aimed to lessen this risk by introducing a feature called allow a process to block access to these syscalls. Therefore, massively reducing attack surface. Chromium implemented this feature in 2016 to strengthen the sandbox, but Firefox has yet to follow suit. Firefox currently enables the socket process, which isn't enabled yet. I don't know how true this is anymore. Pulse Audio is not a common sound server on Linux. However, it was not written with isolation in mind, making it possible to escape sandboxes with like X11. Firefox exposes this directly to the content process, permitting another trivial sandbox escape. Chrome only exposes to dedicated autosaver. Based. X11 hate. Can we get X11 hate in the chat, please?
They specifically mention Apex Legends, which drops support for Linux in their online anti-cheat
who gives a
engine,
shit about who gives a shit about Apex Legends?
Meant that you couldn't play the online game from a Linux client anymore. Now, apparently, this change did cut down on a significant bit of the cheating. I don't have first-hand experience with this because I never played Apex Legends, but I'm well aware of other games with cheater problems and things they've done to try to fix the problems, but there's a few things that determine how bad cheating is going to be in a video game. First is, of course, how...
Back to Rust, though. Interesting. And maybe Sunday, I would like to set up Alpine in a virtual machine and learn about writing SE Linux policies. Maybe in Fedora or something, or wherever I can to learn it the most efficiently. Very cool. Okay. If you immediately run this the cargo build again without making any changes, you won't get any output aside from this finish. Like cargo knows that it's already downloading them, play the dependencies, you haven't changed anything. Oh, okay. I use Linux to create my own games with KVM. Oh, nice. Based. Like Snake. Cargo has a mechanism that ensures you can rebuild the same artifact every time you or anyone else builds the code. Cargo will only use that version of the dependencies you specify until you indicate otherwise. For example, say that next week version 0.8.6 of the RAN crate comes out, and the version it contains are important bug fixes, but it also contains a regression that will break your code. To handle this, Rust creates the cargo lock file for the first time you run cargo build. So now that we have that in the guessing game directory, when you build a project for the first time, Cargo figures out all the versions and dependencies that fit in the criteria and writes them to cargo lock file. When you build your project in the future, Cargo will see that cargo lock file exists and will use that version specified to, rather than doing all that work or figuring out the versions again. This lets you have repeatability builds automatically. In other words, your projects will remain at 0.8.5 until you explicitly upgrade it thanks to the cargo lock file. Because of the cargo lock file is important for reproducible builds, it is often checked into source control with the rest of the code in your project. And now we know. Updating a crate to get a new version. When you do want to upgrade your crate, Cargo provides a command called update, which will ignore the cargo lock file and figure out the latest version for your specific specifications in Cargo TOML. Cargo will then write those versions to the cargo lock file. In this case, cargo will only look for versions greater than 8.5, 0.8.5, and less than 0.9.0. If the RAND crate has released 2 new versions, 8.6 and 9.0, you would see the following cargo update. Cargo ignores 9.0 release. At this point, you would also notice a change in your cargo log file. Nothing that the new version of RAND crate. You are now using 0.8.6. You use the RAND version of 9.0 or any version in the 9 series. You do have to update the cargo toml file to look like this instead. RAND 9.0. The next time you run cargo build, cargo will update the registry of crates available and reevaluate your RAND requirements according to the new version you have specified. There's a lot more to say about cargo and the ecosystem, which we'll discuss in chapter 14, but that's all you need to know now. Cargo makes it very easy to reuse libraries, so Rust people are able to write small projects that are assembled for a number of packages. Oh, based. Look what we learned. Rust mentioned. Let's start using RAND to generate a random number. To guess, the next step to update source main as shows listing is the file name source main rs. So I have to go here, use rand rng, and then boom. Huh, okay. Oh, need to get some new stuff in there. Guess the number. Let's secret number equal rand red rng gen range 1 dot equals 69. Don't forget to make it memory safe. Memory safe, memory safe, memory safe. Yeah. Then print ln Okay. Oh, my bones. Wow, 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 yeah, wow. Learning. Okay. Learning, learning, learning. We're like the learning channel. Let's see. Okay. First, we add the line, use rand RNG. The RNG trait defines methods that the random number generates implemented, and this trait must be in scope for us to use those methods. Chapter 10 will cover traits in detail. Next, we're adding 2 lines in the middle. In the first line, we call the rand thread ring function. This gives us a particular random number generator, and we're going to use one that is local to the content current thread of execution and is succeeded by the operating system. Then we call gen range method on the random number generator. This method is often defined by the RNG trait that we bought into scope with the use rand RNG statement, and the gen range method takes a range expression as an argument and generates random numbers in the range. This kind of range expression we're using takes the form of a start equals end, and this is inclusive on the lower and upper bounds, so we need to specify 1 equals 100 to request a number between 1 and 100. Wow. No, you won't just know which traits to use and which methods to functions to call from a crate. So each crate has a documentation with instructions for use. Another neat feature of Cargo is running the cargo doc open command will build documentation provided by all your dependencies locally and open it in your browser. If you're interested in another functionality than the RAND crate, for example, cargo doc open, click the RAND in the sidebar left. The second new line prints a secret number. This is useful for when you're developing a program to be able to test it, but will be deleted from the final version. It's not much of a game if the program prints the answer too soon as it starts. Try running a program a few times. Nice. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I need this. Oopsies. Oh, damn. Boo, I lost. Even though the answer was right in front of me. The secret number is 83. You should get a different number, random numbers each time. They should be all numbers between 1 and 100. Wow, that's cool. Now that we've have used our input random number generator, we can compare them. The next step shown is listing 2 to 4. Note this code won't compile just yet, as we'll explain. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, back to magic. We'll just do some minimizing. We'll come back to Rust. That's how it's done. Okay, big doinks. KVM mentioned. Okay. One more fucking land, baby. And I'm good. I need it early. Hell yeah. He took all that damage. Okay, then discard a card, okay. Damn, I'd block at this point. Like, what a goober, but who knows? He might have something up his sleeve. Something big and sexy. Okay. Yeah. What a goober. What a dummy. What a big pee-pee poo-poo man. Me makes same mistakes. What a moron. What a dummy. Me makes same mistakes. This is rigged. I'd like to make a death touch ooze slime deck. That'd be sick. Okay. Mountain. Rolling Reckless Lackey. My favorite card. He's annoying. And that's... Well, okay. Okay, nice. Okay, nice, yeah, wow. This creature dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Wow, interesting. Okay. Oh. 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 Yeah. Probably should have picked that, brother. Kind of a weird pick. No. Let's kill each other. I'm getting too much mana now. Yeah. Oh, it's got menace. Alright, I've drawn nothing. I'm gonna lose. Damn, nothing but land. We're gonna run it back. D-seal. Okay, nice. By 3. Maybe I can make the right decision. Okay. Hell no. Later, hater. Put my balls in that guy's mouth. Don't ever want to let that card get too thick. Explore these nuts. I have to. It's too strong already. Oh, I'm wasting so much time by not having a Rex Forge out. Kind of an oopsies. Okay, we're gonna just do this one. I hope they pick. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, damn. Turn and explore. Become a copy of another creature you control at the end of turn. Yo. That's not good. Nothing strong yet. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see. Boom. There we go. Now, I should be good as long as I defend with certain. Oh my god, never mind. It's not good. I need impact tremors. Ooh. Ooh. This is where I'm gonna get him. Later. Later, nerd. I think I should be good. Unless he has destroy all creatures, then I'm fucked. Fair. Yeah, I think it's trample now. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. He made an oopsie. I made an oopsie. 2, 3. Did I make an oopsie? You won't remember. Boom, 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 I win. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Hell yeah. I gotta smoke some fat doinks and then more rust. Interesting. All right, let's do this. No, 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 no. Ugh. Big doinks. Okay, one more and a little bit more rust, and then we're good. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got the rooms. Hell yeah. Room's good. Double strike is crazy. Very good. Very based. If I can get it fast enough. But I want to do this. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Next will be that, then that. Oh shit. Okay, 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 okay. This is not good. You fucking bitch. What a scared little bitch. I need, okay. Need one more land and then I'm good. Oh yeah. Yeah. These two. Okay, yeah, yeah. 1, 2. Ooh. Ooh, fuck. Nice. One more land, bro. Oh, come on. Fucking bitch, bro. Damn. Look at that. You can only block one. Interesting. Yeah. That's what I would do. Oh, yeah, there's that. I think I fucked up. Forgot to not attack with him. Damn it. 3 life? Damn. I was gonna bring him back to 10 if he's got land. Oh god, that's so annoying. You need to just attack with everything. Damn. I just need to last 4 rounds. Oh my god. I don't think I am. I think I lost this one. He can attack with everyone and he'll win. I have to block that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. I mean, I guess this is... I'm pretty sure I lost this one. Is he like memeing? He literally has to attack with everything. I mean, he can win now. Oh my god, what the fuck are the odds, bro? 5? What is this crack, bro? I swear, magic is rigged. You gotta be smoking meth. How the fuck did he draw land out of nowhere? Oh my god. You can just block. All right, this is boring. Even if it would have went on any longer, and I would have miraculously drew something that would have made impact tremors like trigger, I was actively losing brain cells. Okay. Okay. Many goblins. This man's driving. Go. Beautiful when you only have two mountain cards and 2 of these on the floor. It'd be very annoying. Now when you get 3, it gets a little spicy. Oh shit. Oopsies. I forgot I used it. Damn it. I need to get this out and this out. One more land. One more land. Come on, land. Oh. Give me one more land, bro. It's literally right here. Oh, fuck. Why is this motherfucker got so much land? Last game, I was literally fucking rolling in it. God, dude. It's like you get fucked no matter what you do. I'm saying, man, Wizards is rigged. This is crazy. This is so bad. That's insane. God, man. I'd be fucking great if I literally had one more fucking mana. $13 damage. Right there. Right there, and two of it's fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of it's flying. If I could just get him out. Ooh, or him at least. Come on, man. Quit. God, Wizards being such a fucking bitch right now. What shit is this? It's like, this motherfucker would just be rolling in land. If you fucking only knew. It'd be Jover for him. I mean, he could hold out until he gets a better card or... Oh, fucking great. Awesome. Gonna lose something. Not really, actually. Yeah, he could do it. He's gonna take that out. The fuck? Guys. Oh, if I just hit one more fucking minute. This guy's just laying cards. Laying cards because he gets to. Because this bitch has fucking land. I literally fucking drew nothing but land in the last fucking game. This motherfucker is getting land handed to him. It's like donation in land. Hey, just heck with all the flying, bro. I swear if I don't get land, I'm gonna lose it. Oh my god. This fucking game, bro. Some retard shuffled my deck. Actually, I could have probably attacked. That would have won. Damn. Because he spawns another. Fuck, man. He had 1, 2. I'm retarded. I could have won this right here. Now, if I lose, it's my fault. 100%. I could have won that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. Ah, they have 16 worth of damage. Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh, my graveyard. Not a big deal. If I get one more fucking land, it's over for this guy. Ooh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. When it gets trampled. Could take it out. Give me land, give me land, give me land, give me land. Oh my god. Fucking bullshit fucking draw. Fucking fake. Fakest draw on the planet. Unbelievable too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good. I shouldn't have attacked with him though. Because it would have spawned something and it would have guaranteed my win. But I'm pretty sure I won. I can't math right now. So angry. He did all that for what? You don't give... What a fucking idiot. Just do the math. Like I kind of know when I'm gonna lose. Like, eh. Okay. Last little bit and comparing the guessing game, get a guess to the secret number. Okay. Start here. Use STD, CMP. Hmm. Too small. Too big. That's what she said. Oh no, commas. Commas is what we need. Not so many colon. Hmm. Hey, never now. We'll continue this Sunday or something, or next week, or maybe tomorrow. Haven't figured it out. All right, guys.